Our mission here at the Economic Alliance of the San Fernando Valley is to grow the economy of this region. And that job is getting tougher every day. Why? Ask business leaders throughout this state, businesses large and small, and you'll find one conclusion: California is not business friendly. The Alliance recently celebrated our 2003 Valley of the Stars Gala Dinner and Awards Ceremony. Some award recipients spoke about the challenges facing businesses in California.
Today, Countrywide is one of the largest and fastest growing employers in the state, and we expect to continue to grow at even a more rapid pace through the end of this decade. But sadly, California's anti-business climate has forced Countrywide to begin looking at other locations for most of our anticipated future expansion. On Countrywide's behalf, I have recently made a plea to the governor and to the state legislators that a task force of business leaders and elected officials be formed to specifically and urgently address the stifling environment that currently exists in California. Unless significant and immediate attention is paid to improving the state's poor business climate, to keep and attract growing companies, the California economy will be pushed beyond the current cyclical decline into a period of long-term structural deterioration. And unless certain legislation, rules, and regulations are either delayed or reversed, we will inevitably eat away at the very fabric of our economic base, namely job creation. Whether it is the newly passed 6 weeks paid Family Leave Act, the costly and inflexible new overtime rules that punish employees and employers alike, or the dramatic increases in workmen's compensation costs, this legislature's actions point to a contraction of business in our beloved valley and in our great state.
Sacramento has simply run out of excuses. There are no good reasons to make business flee this state. That means jobs flee. That means our economy suffers and our people suffer.
We have a very serious situation, and the LA County Economic Development Corporation did a study this past month, which was reported in the LA Business Journal, and they found that taxes and regulations were two of the disincentives for creating the jobs that we need.
You can't run even a government the way it's being run in this state. The cost of workers' compensation to county government, you worry about the private sector, we worry about our bills. The cost of workers' comp, you read it in the paper this morning, to the county government has gone in the last 5 years from $150 million a year to $400 million a year. That's $250 million that we are now frittering away. And you know why. Those of you who serve in the legislature know why. The legislation, the regulations that have been passed that force us to pay that kind of money, do you know what we could do with $250 million? We wouldn't have had to close a single clinic. We wouldn't close a single hospital. We wouldn't turn away anybody at our emergency rooms.
I therefore encourage the Economic Alliance and its members and supporters to beat every loud drum for all of the politicians of the state to hear. If you operate a business, please contact your elected officials and tell them how the issues I have mentioned and other rules and regulations specifically impact your own business and your ability to maintain and create jobs here.
Because every day we wait, there are more businesses leaving.
And I don't think that's a Democratic or Republican issue. I think that's a common sense issue. And I'm a Democrat. And I want to say to my Democratic friends in the legislature, wake up, wake up.
And the wake up we need is relief from the anti-business climate that exists in the state of California. We met recently with a small company in Sun Valley who in 2001 employed over 200 people. Their workers' compensation premium at that time was $180,000 a year. This year, they're down to 120 employees, and their workers' compensation premium went up to $460,000. They're looking at relocating to Nevada, where their premium drops to $90,000 a year. This is ridiculous, this is onerous, this is wrong.
Hopefully we can reverse the current trends so Countrywide and other companies can continue to create jobs, make a positive difference in people's lives, and improve the living conditions for all of the people of our state, and especially of the San Fernando Valley.
We need you. We need business leaders. We need people in government, labor, and the economy to come together to let our legislators in Sacramento know It's time a task force was formed to come up with the solutions, with the answers, to get California jobs again and to get people working.